Welcome everyone to another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I am Steve G, and what we have this time is the Hatsukokoro Hayabusa Ginsan Bunka 180mm knife. This knife, as mentioned, is all stainless, so it's a 3-layer construction. It's not mono steel, but so the core steel is what's known as Ginsan or Silver 3. Stainless steel, it's a fine grain conventional stainless steel that's awesome for kitchen knives. It'll take a wicked edge almost like a reactive carbon steel, like a origami almost. Really easy to sharpen. Edge retention is not spectacular, but it's not a powdered metallurgy type steel either. But super easy to sharpen. It'll take a great edge. Fully stainless. You've got stainless cladding as well over the top of this. When we get our close-up, there's a cladding line there. It's not like super obvious, but there's a cladding line. So stainless over stainless. Weight and dimensions can vary knife to knife. This particular one is 115 grams or 4.1 ounces. The heat treat is typically around 61 for Ginsan steel. Handle is octagonal. It's a wenge main part of the handle with a nice black buffalo horn ferrule on it, so old school style construction. Nice fit and finish. You'll always have sometimes a little bit of a kind of a difference there in height on where they two meet, but it's not objectionable because it's a sleeve that kind of goes over there. They've got a nice job on the glue up or seal where the tangles into the handle. So it's just a nicely proportioned handle. The edge length about 173 on this sample, or 6.8 inches, 312 millimeters long all the way, or about 12.3 inches. And then these are fairly thin but fairly stiff knives as well. 2.0 millimeters thick at the back of the blade, and then about 1.9 in the middle, and then about the same 1.9-ish. You hit the corner there, that reverse sword tip being a bunka, and then it starts to thin out as the grind hits, and you're going to see it gets pretty thin. The camera focus here, it gets nice and skinny, very thin, laser style thin tip. And it's also very thin, laser style thin at the edge. So you could call this kind of a laser style blade with a little bit of backbone to it. Height's 47.1, so it's definitely not short at the back. Lots of clearance for pinch grip there, no problem. Little corner, little bit of a curve there into the choil, into the neck, so you got a pinch grip spot there. Balance point is going to be, it's a light knife. So the balance point's about right there, the blade being light, so it's right about where the choil is. So obviously in a pinch grip, it's going to be a little handle heavy, but it's a light blade overall, so I don't feel like it's a big deal. Let's get our beauty shot here. So if you look, you'll see that cladding line right there up and down the blade. There's your cladding line. You've got, looks like laser etched kanji in it on the right side of the blade as you'd be using it and holding it. And then on the left side, it's just plain. You can see the finish marks go vertical on the grind. Nice fit and finish on it. They put a little polish and a little relief on the corner, so nothing objectionable there. They polished the choil reasonably nicely and rounded the sides of the choil into the neck, so very comfortable. Out of the box edge, I'm going to give this 6, 7 out of 10 on my scale, so it's nice and sharp out of the box. Nothing extraordinary, but decent sharpness, and it should just take it out of the box and start using it, not a problem. Let's look at what the cutting board, what the edge profile looks like on the cutting board. So here is our edge profile. This is thin enough and sharp enough that it is trying to kind of dig into my cutting board. So it's got a nice flat spot in the back. It rolls. You can see the belly's pretty aggressive towards the tip for this bunka style. The tip's not super low, relation to center line of the knife. And you've got it just rolls, boom, into a stop there. So it's a smooth roll. It's a nice edge profile. There's no bumps in it, but boom, right, the top's right there. So you've got a nice flat spot in the back for that. You've got an aggressive belly towards the front for this style of blade. So I can get that thing way up here, right about in there for it wants to dig that tip in. So you can absolutely rock this, no problem at all. Tip draws will work great. Push-pull cuts, glide cuts, not a problem. So this is actually a very versatile profile. It's got some flat area towards the back, some decent belly towards the front. It'll rock, do a lot of different stuff for you. So if you're looking for something light, nimble, easy to sharpen, all stainless, great package. This is the Hatsukokoro Hayabusa Ginsan Bunka 180mm knife from Chef Knives To Go.